I'm doing another cooking show. You see, I was searching online for other pasta alternatives and I found one. Cooking a spaghetti bolognese using Konnyaku or Shirataki. Just to give you a quick rundown on what it is, sorry I do have to read this. Konnyaku is a grey wobbly jelly and it's from the corm of the Konnyaku plant, which is also known as the devil's tongue plant. Shirataki, which is a variation of the Konnyaku, is basically Konnyaku noodles, okay? And that Shirataki means white waterfall. Okay, so there you go. So that's what I'll be cooking. Konnyaku is basically, it's a magic superfood for those people who want low calorie and low carb, because it is basically, or as close as possible to a 0 calorie food. And the reason why, it's about 97% water. It has very little flavour of its own, and its texture is quite glutinous and firm. It'll fill your belly for very little carbs and very little calories. After searching in a Japanese store, I did find the Shirataki noodles. So that's what I'll be cooking with today. Should be interesting. Now, the ones that I am using are actually yam shirataki or tofu shirataki. Okay, these ones have a little bit more calories because they're actually from the yam plant instead of the devil's tongue plant. Okay, let's get cooking. So today I'm going to be cooking a spaghetti bolognese with the Konnyaku or Shirataki noodles. These, I'm going to be making a sauce from scratch, and I don't know why, but I'm being adventurous, just in the magic bullet. So, some tomatoes, you've got your onion that you need, a couple of garlic cloves, normal mince today, on special, woohoo! And the main ingredient, or the main thing that we're trying, which is new, is the Shirataki noodles. You can see here, it's in a bag full of water. And the reason why that's always packaged in water is because, as I said before, it is 97% water. So we're going to start by preparing this, because there's a couple of things we need to do to make this taste and, I guess, look a little bit like pasta. But this doesn't have much taste in it on its own. It really just absorbs the flavours of everything else that you're cooking with it. Okay, so just a word of warning if you are going to get this. Okay, just have a look on the back here as well. We'll show you here, just as proof here, if this is good enough. Carbs, 2.1 for 2 servings here. So this is 2 servings in here. So each serving is 2.1 carbs. Energy is 18.8 kilojoules. So hardly anything at all. So the first thing we need to do is we need to cut the bag open and drain it properly. I've been told, or I read about it, and it said that the actual odour of the water is quite off-putting. So you need to actually drain it quite well and rinse it. Rinse it quite well. Let's have a smell. Ooh. It's not too bad actually. Not as bad as I thought when they said it was quite off-putting. Doesn't smell too bad at all. I don't know whether you can see this, but it's it's pretty much see-through. So see-through. There you go. So just rinsing it in cold water. Giving it a good rinse. Now we need to blanch the noodles for roughly 1 minute to get rid of some of that glutinousness of it, some of the jelly-like substance. So this gets rid of that, and also it gets rid of the residual smell of the noodles, which, as I said, isn't too bad. If you've ever been into an Asian grocery store, it pretty much just smells like that. Okay, so now we need to prepare our pasta sauce. Please, I don't know how to do this, so I'm just winging this bit. So if you know a better way, then don't follow me, because I got no idea. So I'm just going to chop it all up and whack it into the magic bullet, make it like a salsa, and then cook it up a bit. There's my sauce, which I'll cook a bit later. Chop up an onion and the garlic cloves. Okay, so now we're just going to fry up the onion and the garlic. Chuck in the mince. Chuck in some of these Italian herbs. How much? I don't know. This much. Add in some cracked pepper. Add in my homemade sauce. And a bit of water. Okay, so this isn't what I'm used to as far as tomato goes, because I'm used to like a really rich red flavour, which you usually get from, because I always cook from the can. Maybe with more tomatoes it'll be a little bit redder, but I'm going to try it like this anyway. I think it would be better with just the fresh ingredients rather than the canned ingredients. Maybe there's a little bit too much meat there, but I won't be having all of that meat. I was very tempted to get tomato sauce and put it in there to change the colour, but when I looked at the packet, one serving of it, and there's 30 servings in a bottle, is more carbs, double the carbs than is actually in the Shirataki noodles. So I went just with this basic version. Now I took out some of the meat so that the noodles would be able to go in there and mix in better. Now I'm doing this so that it absorbs some of the flavours. As I said, there's no real flavour in the actual noodles themselves, so I'm going to, hopefully that'll absorb some of the flavours of the sauce. Okay, so there you go. There's your all the ingredients mixed in there. As you can see, it's very spaghetti-like. Looks, but it's clear. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's clear, like vermicelli rice. Vermicelli rice? Vermicelli noodles, and it's very noodle-like. That could very much pass for spaghetti bolognese. Definitely recommend it. In fact, I feel guilty eating it, like I'm eating something bad. Yeah, because I'm conditioned myself to think that eating pasta is wrong. Now I can enjoy pasta, or something that tastes a lot like pasta, have my spaghetti bolognese and get my pasta fix with this, with hardly any calories or carbohydrates. Yeah! Definitely recommend Konnyaku or Shirataki Noodles.